Imagine you're successful, you're rich, you're strong, you have all the bitches in the world. You have a yacht, tall penthouse, but it's in a video game. You have failed. You failed. Your mother's gonna ask you, what have you done? What have you done with this time? I got a lot of money, I got bitches, I got a big house. You finish the sentence saying, but in a video game. How do you think she's gonna look? The upset look in her face. She's gonna look at you in disappointment. As a man, you have a duty to become as rich and strong and successful as possible. To serve your family. You have a debt to pay to your ancestors. Your ancestors were slaving away, picking cotton. They were in the fields, working, breaking their back, just so you can live today. Just for you to be a disappointment? It's time to make a change. We've all been there, stuck in the digital world, slaying dragons, gaining experience, leveling up. But does it really matter? Does it really matter? Are you improving your life? The other day, my brother was playing Fortnite. He said, look, I got to level 120. I was like, does it really matter? Are you getting stronger? Are you getting richer? Are you fucking more bitches? No, you're still in the same chair, in the same house, in the same place, slaying dragons. Like, what are you doing? Every day, I walk into this college gym and I see this guy. Let's call him Tony. Every single day, I see him slouched over, bad posture, skinny neck, playing video games. And you know what's the crazy part? While he's playing video games, I'm at the gym. And guess what? The wife that was supposed to be his is now mine. Because he decided to slack off in a virtual reality, in a life that it does not matter. And I'm over here at the gym. I see him every day. Every day. Do not be this guy. Because as a man, you gotta understand that life is a race. Men compete against each other for the wife that was supposed to be theirs, the money, the job, the career that was supposed to be theirs. So while he's over there improving in the video game, look, I'm prestige. I'm over here gaining muscle, ready to take his wife. Do not play video games. This will only slow you down in the game of life. You gotta play the real video game. The real video game. It's life itself.
So my story is that I actually was addicted to playing video games, and it was a thing that I looked forward to every time I got out of school. And it got to the point where it was just everything I did. My life revolved around playing video games. I talked about video games. It was just video games, specifically Fortnite. But there was a turning point. I'm gonna get into the steps on how to quit video games. For me, I actually did destroy my Xbox. I just gave it away. I'm gonna cover later in the video some key points and some steps to quit video games. And the worst part was that I had big dreams and ambitions. I couldn't complete them because I was playing video games and I couldn't manifest that dream into reality. But one day I woke up and realized I was living in a lie. I was a king in a fake kingdom. I decided to make actionable steps to become that man. I'm still not him yet, but it's a journey. The number one thing, slay the monkey mind. What do you mean by this? Well, there's one smart part of your brain that is telling you, hey, you should not play video games. It's all fake. You leveling up in a virtual reality. Start leveling up in real life. But the monkey part of your brain will tell you, it's just a little bit. It won't hurt. Just one game. It won't hurt. Oh, actually, video games improve cognitive ability. You just make some shit up. It's not true. So slay the monkey mind. Tell yourself it's not okay to play video games, because it's really not. There's no benefit in playing video games. So you gotta admit to yourself, I'm addicted and I gotta stop. This has to stop. Admit that gaming is holding you back. Admit the truth. Because once you admit the truth, then you're gonna fight against it. You're going with the current. You gotta go against the current. You gotta go against. So admit it and make actionable steps to finally quit video games. So I cannot just tell you, just stop playing video games. It's bad for you. I cannot tell you that. This brings me to my second point. Replace video games with a passion you have, a productive passion. I cannot just tell you stop playing video games completely, because it obviously does not work with that. You can't just tell a drug addict to stop taking drugs. They're addicted. A good method you could use is a term called deloading, progressively deloading. When time goes by, you decrease the time you spend in video games. You decrease it. And what you can do is replace it with a passion you have. Maybe you could start going into the gym and you'd be too tired to play video games. Maybe you could start playing an instrument. Anything, playing a sport. It's better than playing video games, right? Or maybe you have a passion like I did before entrepreneurship, and you start pursuing entrepreneurship at a young age. Let that passion replace the pixels in your screen and pursue true purpose, because this is what you're meant to do as a man. Pursue purpose. You gotta pursue purpose because you have a family to provide for. You have a mom to make proud. You have a father to make proud. So it's your time to start actionating and start pursuing something that actually is meaningful in life. Video games does not mean shit. It's nothing. Leveling up in the video game is nothing. Third, I actually got this from Atomic Habits, but you gotta banish the temptation. So if you're in a diet, you got junk food in your pantry, junk food in your fridge, you're not gonna make progress because it's right there. The chocolate bar is in front of your face, so you're obviously gonna grab it. But if you fill up your fridge with healthy foods, then you're gonna start making better decisions. So once you get rid of the temptation, then there's not gonna be that spark in your head. This comes back to the previous point where I said pursue purpose, right? And if you're used to playing video games after you get done with work, for example, right, you could replace that with a book, right? Get rid of the temptation so it'll never cross your head, and read a book instead so you don't think about that video game. You don't think about playing. Fourth reason, this will hit many of us hard. Find out the why. Do you want to be a geek for the rest of your life? Go ahead, play video games. This video is not for you. But this video is for the people who actually want to improve their life, who want to become the best version they can become. Why do you want to quit video games? Do you want to make your father proud? Do you want to make your mother proud? Do you want to actually be someone who's high value? Do you want people to turn their heads to look at you? Well, this has to be a step that has to be done. You might be seeing like successful people playing video games, but that's okay because they're successful. If you're successful, this video is not for you. Go play all the video games you want because you won life already. You won life and now you want to entertain yourself with a video game. But if you're broke, if you're skinny, you cannot be playing video games. There's so many better things you can do. You can read a book. You could go to the gym. You could study. You could maybe do some research on health topics. There's so many things you can do. The list is so long. Play an instrument. Do something. Video games is the last thing you should do. The last thing. So let that vision guide you, motivate you, push you forward towards your goals, because You are responsible for yourself. No one's gonna bring you to success. You're the only person who could bring yourself to success. It's all on you as a man. You're not born with value. You gotta add the value to your life. As a man, you're not born rich. You're not born strong. You're not born smart. You gotta build yourself to become that guy. I hope I inspired you to do better. Hopefully this video serves as a ignition of a fire, a big forest fire in your head, in your brain, a fire compelling you to pursue purpose, compelling you to drive forward and become your best self. This will be all. Much love to everyone. Stay hard.